Hey, it's Arden. Oh, what a topic, loneliness. And I wanted to talk about it because it was brought up by my guides this morning. And I've seen the headlines. I haven't read the articles, but apparently this is becoming an endemic, and I get it. We've really gone through the ringer. And there are many types of loneliness. Um, there's a spiritual type of loneliness where we don't feel like the universe is hearing us, or we have no connection to our guides, or don't even know they're there. We're not getting signs. We just feel like we've been dropped. I know that feeling. That is a spiritual loneliness. There's also a physical loneliness where you're physically alone, like you physically live alone. And so that you feel removed a little bit from everybody, and there might be fears that come up like, oh my God, what if I die? Who's going to find me? I mean, I I worry about that myself, living alone. And then there's those of us that are maybe surrounded by a bunch of people, but we have this lonely, empty feeling. And I just want whatever your loneliness is, I feel like I'm a master in it because I have felt it my entire life. But the big one has always been I felt alone, not only physically, but literally like from spirit until really maybe 10 years ago when I started to truly see that, oh, I'm not alone at all. In fact, I have like all of these spirits and angels and guides and colors that are always surrounding me. And I think if you saw all of your guardian angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors that are around you, you'd be really surprised. They are around you. They are here cheering you on. They are your cheerleaders from the other realm. So don't feel alone because you can't see them with your eyes. You need to use your heart to feel them. And last week, I talked a lot about integrity and finding your truth. And a lot of that can be because we have felt like we don't know what's true and what's not true. And that can cause us to feel a little bit alone, like, oh my God, do I trust this person or not? Do I trust my intuition or not? Do I trust what I'm sensing? So my guides wanted to share with you just a couple of colors that will help you as you're moving through this lonely time. And also, I have a couple of tips that have really worked for me, so I want to share those as well. So the first color is orange. And this is the color that's going to truly help you because orange is all about laughter and happiness. It is the Dalai Lama's soul color. And it's just, it emanates happiness and joy and laughter. So get some orange flowers, maybe a colored paper, or you could do like I have here, a carnelian little bracelet or carnelian stone to have nearby. So orange, okay. What's really funny is that I haven't pulled these colored swatches out in quite some time. It's been a couple of years. And when I pulled up the orange, because it's like, this is the color to help with loneliness, on the back, I have notes of my dog that I rescued 2 years ago, and her rescue name was Harley. And on the back here, I wrote needy, insecure, one person focused. So I'm writing what the rescue org told me about her. Not good with other dogs, single dog best. And the funny thing is why I rescued her was because I was going bonkers. It was 2020. It was the fall. I had had enough. I lived by myself, and that was just too much for me. That was too much alone time. And so I begged my landlord, I'm like, for my own mental health, please allow me to have a dog. I'll make sure she's under 40 pounds, 42 pounds, but don't tell him. Anyways, so I pulled out this color, and it's just kind of interesting because I was feeling so alone at that time, and then wrote on the back, Riley's little details, which honestly, she's just like the most amazing dog. And it's been a godsend for me, and I think for her too. So orange, there's all kinds of oranges. Just I'm going to show you all of these little swatches of colors of all the varying different types of oranges. Whatever orange you like, grab it. Okay, so the other color that's really important, this ties in to speaking your truth and to having integrity. And it's aligned with your high heart. It's aqua, blue-green. So we are in the Aquarian age right now. This high heart is super important because you are up leveling. Your energy is leveling up. And because of that, you need to be focusing on your high heart, which is all about authenticity, all about saying and sharing the truth, not your truth, knowing the truth. This helps you with determining, it's just reminding you to be honest with yourself, to be honest with others. And if you feel like you're being deceived, tap into your higher heart. Is this true or not? This color is super helpful. It communicates authenticity. It communicates connecting with your truth, well, the truth. So blue-green, and look how great these colors look together. I love that. I feel like we're in the 80s again. I loved wearing these colors in the 80s. So those are the two colors that can really support and help you as you're feeling a little bit lonely, or you're going through that, and connecting with your own truth, connecting with your high heart. That is so, so important right now. And then I wanted to show you the third color, which is green. And I show it the bright green, the color of the druids. And this color is very calming. It is basically the Switzerland of the spectrum. Green is right smack in the middle of the color spectrum. And it is very calming. So a lot of times when we're feeling alone, we can start to feel anxious and feel like, oh my God, what happens if I die? Nobody's going to find me, right? It's that kind of loneliness. Or it could be like, no one sees me. I don't feel like I matter anymore. We can start to go down into the deep blue depression, the blues. And green, you're thinking, well, why green? Because green is all about growth. Green is all about nurturing. And green is about your core heart chakra. So when you move to blue-green, you can see the difference between the two colors. When you move to your high heart, you're elevating your energy, but you need to start somewhere. And green is the most calming for you. This is going to help pull you a little bit out of the doldrums, but not so that it's a shock to your system. So use green for that. If you're just feeling really down, green is really helpful. So those are the colors. I hope they're helpful, and post below what you do to kind of overcome your loneliness when you're feeling it. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.